Hey everyone, and welcome to this brand new episode of the Crypto Intel. My name is Mark, and if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're holding the Ethereum coin, or if you're holding onto Bitcoins, be sure to never miss out on crypto news. I cover tons of altcoin news, and also I'm in the market since 2017. I'm not a financial advisor, although I do have 4 years of experience trading different cryptocurrencies. As you can see in my previous videos, I make tons of pricing predictions, and of course most of them are right, but some of them are wrong. Now it depends on how all of this cryptoverse fares. Now in today's episode we're actually looking at two titans, and today marks a clear day that the Ethereum is actually trading more than the Bitcoin on Binance. And that's a first in the past 4 years that I've been in the industry. That's a first. At least maybe I didn't ever observe it, but wow, $2.5 billion, and the Bitcoin is at 2.3 billion dollars in the past 24 hours, which is insane. When you think about it, though, you have to look at a few signals here. So let me just show you what I mean. As you can see, there has been a huge dump right here of Ethereum. Now let's have a look if the same thing happened for the Bitcoin. So yep, same thing. You see, when the Bitcoin dumps, well, pretty much everything else also dumps. Now, let's have a look here. So you see there's a total volume of 6.55 million worth of Ethereum this week that have been purchased. And then also 11 million in the past week. So it looks like the Ethereum is actually picking up, but I'm seeing actually a slowdown. So if we actually zoom out a little bit, you can see that it's slowly gaining more and more traction, but unfortunately, it looks like these little cycles are a little bit smaller. So if we actually have a look at the trend that is extremely bullish for the Ethereum, so let us just try to understand on which. Okay, there you go. So it looks like this is actually its support lines right now. So this is the resistance right here at 4,372, and it did have quite a bearish slide downward, unfortunately, and a lot of people are holding their bags right now, but no worries. At this point, there is not a lot of volume, as you can see right here, for the trades, meaning that it's not too stacked compared to the past. So we're looking at this past right here, which is approximately the past month. So as you can see, there has been a lot of weight added onto the peak right here. This is why it crashed. There was way too many people that were looking for profits, and traders, they don't care if you're holding, if you believe, they just sell. If you buy, they sell. So traders really don't care. You guys, the holders, are the ones paying the price for that, and that's really unfortunate. And this is why I actually teach and will, release a lot of episodes on how to flip so that you don't get caught in the crossfire of actually letting go of your coins in the bad moment in time. So please be sure to subscribe. And by the way, if you have any questions that is related to any altcoin, or of course the Ethereum or the Bitcoin, let me know in the comments below. And if you dislike this video, please press the dislike button. If you do like it, please press the like button. I would be curious to know why you would dislike it, though. Just let me know in the comments. So going forward, guys, let's have a look at this huge spike that happened in the Ethereum universe versus the Bitcoin. So if we have a look at the weekly candlesticks, you can clearly see that the Ethereum isn't as crazy as the Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin has insane cycles. So I'm talking about these cycles right here. Let me just show you what I mean. There you go. So these are the mega cycles of the Bitcoin. So 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, 5, and then we're looking at another micro cycle right here so far, versus the Ethereum, which is extremely different. So as you can see, the Ethereum is actually not that cycleful. So this is very important to understand because normally traders, what they do is they look at cycles, just like the Bitcoin, it has cycles. So this one had much smaller cycles, and then one huge bump. And this is mostly due to all of the other blockchains slash tokens that it is generating in value. So investors are super excited about this. Now, definitely, it still remains very, very bullish for the upcoming months, but it looks like it's actually looking for a mid price. So, but the weird thing is that it's looking for its mid price while it is sideways. So it's on a very, very um, bullish way up. And actually, if we do this, yeah. So basically, the price points are very, very negotiated between the flippers and the traders within these ranges right here. So anywhere between um, yeah, like let me just compare here the percentage points. It looks like it goes down from 2000, so let's say 21 units and 30. So 21 and 30, so that's approximately the same proportional percentages that are um, taken and given all the way through this huge pipe of trading. So if we just do a little bit of simple math, let's say 30 divided by 21, well, that's a difference of approximately 42% um, within the pipeline. So definitely huge gains for the flippers out there, although they have to be extremely, extremely patient to actually go through their gains. And all of these uh, little cycles right now are rather predictable. So we can see that it's currently going down, right? So let's just zoom in a little bit. And the market is extremely cyclical for the Ethereum. Let us see here. So cycle one is right here with a lot of mini cycles, and then cycle two is right here. So probably what's going to happen if we look towards the future, well, it's definitely slowing down. Like you can see that here, the the bullish run is much stronger than here, so it's weakening, and as it's weakening, it means multiple things. No, well, the thing number one is that the price point is currently being agreed upon by tons of traders. So they really like to trade anywhere between the $21,000 mark and the $3,000 mark. So this is their new platform for trading. So it will be probably bouncing on and off this new platform for the coming weeks. This way, you can easily predict if the if the Ethereum blockchain is overvalued or undervalued. So right now it looks like it's probably gonna look for the 2,400 value price point. So this is probably where it's gonna head towards in the coming days. But of course, you have to consider the fact that it just had a huge loss period right here due to the bears taking their profit in, and then a small recovery with the breaking point at $1,800. So it's definitely a very scary moment right now. It could actually drop towards the um, 2000 or approximately 1900 mark, which is rather scary, right? Because if you just got the Ethereum, there's a lot of um, green candles right here for indicating the order volume. So unfortunately, for these guys, well, it's gonna be losing money. And what do people do when they start to see a slump of like 10% on their coins? They sell, and this is a huge error. This is a huge mistake. You cannot sell like this. Like right now is the time to sell. Like if you're holding on to the coins because it's probably going to fall. So you will have more coins down the line because it's going to be cheaper, right? Like let's say you're selling them at 2,600. Well, when they're worth approximately 2,000, when it's going to fall to the 2,000 mark, you can get yourself more coins, right? Because you sold them high and you buy them low, and this is what flippers do. Um, so basically, like you're adding to your portfolio approximately 42% more coins. I think a lot, a lot of people actually would love that. And if I am correct, let me just recalculate. So actually, you're adding on 30% more coins when you're doing that. So this is a great thing if you are not a um, risk averse person. If you love risks, then I think it's definitely time to sell and then to wait for it to fall to approximately $2,000 for the Ethereum. Now, as for the Bitcoin, which is quite a beast on itself, at this point it's trading at $36,000 and it was at the $40,000 mark. So this is the resistance level. And it's probably also oscillating between the 33 and $38,000 for the next few days. And this is kind of dangerous because you can see that the market is extremely embattled right here. There's a lot of red. It's mostly orange, as you can see, because there's so much red and little blue. Because people are actually more into selling mode. They're actually afraid because there's a lot of billionaires and hedge funds in here stuck, and they don't know when's the next bump coming up. And if the liquidity actually comes from more hedge funds, well, that would be great because it really depends on how investors see the Bitcoin. Because right now it looks like it's weakening, right? But normally, when there is a gradual downturn like this, so let me just show you what I mean. So upward momentum and then a huge downward momentum. So this signals a lot to traders. It means sell, but it also means for the riskier ones to buy, right? Like they definitely want a lower price Bitcoin. And currently the trend, it looks like an average, it's going somewhat like this, right? So there's definitely a huge, I'd say like this. So still, the market is extremely bullish. This is something that is very important to understand. It means that it will be bouncing off the bullish, support lines. So it might actually come back to its previous support level that was right here at the 50K mark in the coming weeks, and then as quickly as possible it will drop down to the 40K mark, and then it will depend on how the market fares. But so far we're looking at a rather stable Bitcoin, and you can clearly see that because you have like altcoin season coming up uh, due to the stability of the Bitcoin. So definitely something to consider, guys. And by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before you invest into crypto. It's extremely important that you do so because in one day you can lose 40%, the other day you can win 60%. Like you never know. Crypto is a very messy thing to get in, but once you understand it, it's definitely better. And by the way, I would be happy to help you understand the ebbs and flows of the whole process. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if you do not want to miss out. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I would be definitely reading your comments and replying to them. All right, guys, see you in the next episode. Cheers.